Whenever we have to treat new solvent for the phenylacetylene reactor, it's helpful to pass it through a column of activated alumina, which is what we have set up here. The activated alumina, or the adsorption alumina, it is currently stored in that bottle on the lab bench. And the solvents we use for this reaction, both dichloromethane and toluene, are stored in batch containers which sit around for months. And then when we come and use it, it could have some water, it could have some oxygenated compounds, it could have some just other crap that interacts with our experiments and could introduce other products that we are confused at in the GC. So to mitigate that, we set up a column. The setup is here, where we have a 500 milliliter or smaller volumetric flask on the bottom, or not volumetric flask, 3-neck round bottom flask. And yeah, you hook it together, and we have nitrogen going into this hole here and coming out here. In the middle, we have a burette, and at the bottom of the burette, we have some packing of glass alumina. And on top of that is about 10 milliliters of the activated alumina. So you pack the glass wool, you pour the alumina on the top, and then we set it up in the hood. This is normally where the reactor goes itself. We clamp it down. If you want to be more consistently correct, you can have a drip system on the top, usually through one of these containers. And you can drip in the solvent to the activated alumina column such that the drip rate is about as equal to the drip rate as it's coming out the bottom. We've had some issues with that, especially with our nonpolar solvents eating through the vacuum grease and then leaking out of the top of the stopcock. So I just pour the solvents on top of the activated alumina and let the head pressure sort it out. Obviously, when there's more liquid on the top, the flow rate's going to go faster. And as it starts to work its way through the column and there's less liquid on the top, it will go slower. But yeah, I usually pour in about 20 milliliters a minute, set a timer for 15 minutes, come back, pour in 15 to 20 milliliters more, and just have this going on the side for whatever you're working on so that the next day you've got a bunch of fresh treated solvent. I forgot to mention that once your solvent is finished dripping and you have about 500 milliliters, you can transfer it back into a clean glass container, but make sure that you take a little bit of the dry molecular sieve and coat the bottom of your container with it. This will absorb any water that gets dissolved into your treated solvent over time until you're able to use the rest of it.